Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we've got another game that was ported over to Game Boy, but we're going to see how it should kind of more or less be. I mean, it could be a completely much better game like Contra 3 was, or it could just be the same thing in black and white or color. So far it looks pretty much the same. We'll see how it plays and everything else. Seems to be having a problem with the music. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it does perform better. It looks better. It performs a little better, obviously. I mean, comparing a Game Boy game to Super NES is just... You're like, really? You don't say. But all in all, there's nothing really... You got it, Mr. Krabs? Insert how many SpongeBob references in here? Ah, we screwed up. We were doing good on not getting hit, and then we got hit. All right. That was different than they did in the Game Boy. It didn't. I don't remember quite doing that. All right, we're gonna just go all the way down. Ah. He was hiding. We got hit. The hermit crabs are a little annoying. It's kind of interesting that they have things like in the wall, so to speak, to where you actually have to jump through stuff in order to get to it. Which doesn't fully make up the most sense, but, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it controls fine, other than the fact that the game really isn't the best. It has its charms. Like with that being said, it definitely has its charms. This not being one of them. And like I mentioned, like pretty much everything from Game Boy still holds true to this one. I mean, it is a little obnoxious. It should not have a time limit, given how... And this whole, like, not being able to see below you to where you're trying to get all these, do all this stuff, but you can't actually see what's below you, so you're trying to line up with something that's not even in front of you that you can't even see, in hopes to hitting it. Is kind of stupid. Like this right here. Like, okay, fine, but as soon as you jump, okay, where to go? Like, where's the bubble? And it's just, like, I get what they're doing. I understand the concept of the game. And fundamentally, and, like, in theory, it's a decent concept. But I think the execution's a little lacking. And see, we do all that, but we can't see the fucking balloon. So now we get to go all the way back. Well, I think this one we don't have to go all the way back. Like I said, the game it fundamentally, and well, in theory, I should say, is has some cool concepts, and this would be kind of a fun game if it actually performed better. I mean, all in all, it's not like the worst. And again, it is just such a better game on Super NES than it is on Game Boy. Yeah, we can't do anything there, so now we go back this way. See, it says to go find the cage. We find the cage. And it doesn't do anything. I don't... But yeah, it really is exactly the same as a Game Boy one. Looking better, performing slightly better, but even with that being said, I feel like getting up to the thing on Game Boy was better. It seems like it's missing something. And then have everything back. I mean, I get it because, you know, we're dead and starting over and everything. But, oh, fuck you, stupid. Because I remember it being different on Game Boy a little bit. Right here in this spot where you can jump up and get up there. But this one you can't. This one you literally have to, yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, no, we can't do it there from here. So we actually have to go all the way around on this version, which I don't know why they did that. I am a little confuckled. I don't understand what we need to do there. We did everything. We went through this whole fucking map. It tells us to go get the cage, but when we get the cage, we're not able to do anything. I mean, I'm gonna go through and double check that we got all of the, I mean, are we missing spots? I don't regret. Fucking crabs, man. I mean, it's telling us to go this way, obviously. Will you come out of the fucking hole, crap, so we can die? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there's... Okay, there we go. I don't know how we missed it. I don't know where... I don't know where that came from. Alright, it was over here. There, right there. Alright. Again, it's stuff like this where you don't get to see anything. And the bubble popping, I get that. That I don't mind too much. It is what it is. Oh, that's right. You have to go. I mean, we saw one, so we're trying to do everything we can to figure out how to get to the one that is over there. I think that is everything aside, the whole not being able to see anything and just constantly falling on shit and having to just hope for the best when you do things is really obnoxious. I mean, honestly, the controls are fine. Where is the other one at? Like, this is really kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie, like, everything about this is just annoying as hell. You can never really see anything, so you don't know where you're looking for. You can't tell where you're missing or anything else because you really don't have a clear view or understanding of the map at all. So we think we're down, but we might not be. Because there's this one, and then it's like we apparently need a whole, like, 2 or 3 more. Can't find them anywhere. Can't see where anything is. And then just the whole, like, not seeing anything is honestly the most annoying part in this entire game. It takes a game that's somewhat playable and kind of silly and a little fun, but then when the fact that you add all these parts where you can't see shit in any aspect, and everything is you're playing the entire game virtually blind, and that's not fun in any way, shape, or form. Because we're at a thing where we need to find all these other coins, but we can't see anything. Like, we happened upon 1 or 2. I mean, we're still going through this. Can't seem to find any of the other ones. I mean, we've obviously been over here. I saw a red one. Yeah, see, we're right here, and then that's where we were here. And now we're back at the beginning. It's just obnoxious. Like, the game had potential, And it could have been kind of fun and silly. But honestly, like the way they did things and the way they developed the level is just more obnoxious than anything else. The not seeing anything, everything's out of view, you have to just guess and hope for the best, and all the while you're on a time limit. Like, it wouldn't be at the end of the world if it wasn't for the time limit. But the fact that we're on a timer on everything else just really sucks. And like, I am at a loss as to where these last few are, because we've kind of been everywhere. I mean, we've already been here. And it tells us to go over there. But we're obviously missing something. But God knows where, because we've kind of exhausted most of the map. Ah. Like, at first you want to like the game, you almost start having fun with it, but then nope. But then it becomes more of a nuisance than fun. So yeah, we're almost got the whole map done, and we somehow missed one item. We missed that. But all in all, it's the same game. It had a little potential, but at the end of the day, it really falls kind of flat. The way everything is designed in this level, where you can't see anything, is really obnoxious. More so than anything else. Like, the game would be playable if you can kind of see and grasp where you're going and what you're supposed to be doing. But all these blind leaps where you're falling down and having to start all over while you're on a time crunch, all of it just really brings the game down to a subpar level. I mean, it's still a little bit better than the Game Boy, but for the most part, I mean, they both play pretty much the same, other than a little bit of the graphics, color, and what seems like a little bit of a change up at the very end, which I feel like it was there. Maybe I'm mistaken, because it has been a little while since we played it. But all in all, like, it really just feels very lacking. Like I said, the blind falls, the not really able to see anything, falling down on enemies constantly, trying to figure out where these last two things are, even though we've covered everything, but we can't see anything. So bouncing around and hoping for the best is really just not a way to play a game. Like, that is unacceptable, and it really should have been done better. Having some kind of mini-map, maybe, to show, like, at the very corner to show you, oh, it's in this area. At least knowing a generalized area of where all these are is something that could have been implemented to make it better. But the fact that they just, like, I'll figure it out. You have 3 minutes to figure it out, or you're going to, whatever, is just obnoxious. So you're going to have to do that with every level, and then you have to start over again, and then you have to go through all of them again. And the whole thing is just turns into this really messy, sloppy, very poorly executed game that actually had enough potential that it could have been kind of fun. But in the end, it falls really short, and they squandered what could have been a decently little fun game in and of it what it was. So with that being said, guys, thanks for joining. Until next time.